Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon, where I'll be talking about the movies, theme parks, and such. Whatever is related to Disney in any shape or form, then yes, there's a good chance I'll be talking about it. So here we go, I reckon. But anyway, just doing another part of this. Holy shit, a fourth part. Still going! There's so much nonsense. I still don't know how these people are feeling discriminated against, but okay. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get straight to the damn point, shall we? Holy shit, this is stupid. What?
But let me tell you something. Let me go back a little bit. Where have all these people been for the last 20 years that are now talking about this now? 10 years or so, 15 years, whatever. Why didn't they have a problem with this witch? Or this witch? Or this witchcraft? Why was it all okay? Why were these demons okay? Why were these devils okay to watch? Because they didn't call them Antichrist? Because they didn't call them that? Because they didn't tell the Antichrist story straight out? But they tell.
Okay, again, what are you talking about? You're just randomly selecting some video somewhere on YouTube and whatnot, acting as if that's your proof against Disney. And I know he's trying to use those images as so-called proof, but what you're talking about doesn't exist. Disney has been using characters that have magic since the beginning. That's nothing new. That doesn't mean you're in the right, though. You've just been really superstitious. That's just a make-believe thing there. What are you talking about? So you're telling me that, yeah, you literally decided on some random time during the day to select some random video on YouTube at random time to randomly rant about this. It is so random. This entire thing is completely and utterly random.
Right there. This is blatant. This is just as dangerous, even more so. But now you got all these people, and then you got these bloggers, and you know what they're saying? Well, Christian bloggers. Well, I like Disney. I don't want to boycott Disney completely. Just this video, just this movie, just this series. Wait a minute. Everything Disney produces is magical.
You're way too uptight. Yeah, it's just magical stuff in the Disney movies. Whether it's the Star Wars movies or I don't know what else, maybe the Princess movies. Sure, okay, whatever. But that doesn't mean you're in the right. I know in the Bible, this is okay. Something I spoke about before. The Christians and magic, they believe magic to be evil, even though when you think about it, Jesus himself has used magic. I know that's something a lot of you Christians don't want to hear, but yes, Jesus used magic, turning water into wine, turning a bunch of loaves of bread into fish. Well, was it fish into bread? It doesn't matter really. The fact that he made food by using his hands. He made something to drink by using his hands. He used magic. He literally used magic in the Bible. He was killed off, but he was later resurrected. That was magical. And God himself, he poofed everything into existence. He literally worded it. He worded everything into existence. That's magical. God and Jesus actually use magical incantations to do what they want. But then in the Bible, it turns around and trying to say magic is evil. Even though God and Jesus had used the magic. You see the conflict here? It doesn't make any sense.
And the Antichrist. Like everything they're doing. Escape to Witch Mountain. Bed knobs and broomsticks. How about bestiality? Beauty and the Beast.
Again, trying to make it as if magic is evil. How is magic evil? I know people like this, they want to say, oh, it's something satanic. It's the devil. But again, like I said earlier, Satan uses magic, and so did God.
Promoting bestiality and married to the lion, right? Where the lion comes out to the woman, right? Cinderella with the witches in it and the magic that's in it.
Again, this is so bizarre. Oh, it's satanic. It's satanic. It's satanic. It's satanic. How? How exactly is it satanic? You still haven't provided any actual good evidence to anything at all.
And there's Walt Disney and his creepy pedophile videos. There's Peter Pan. Okay, let's just take Peter Pan, for instance. Do you really want your children watching a story of a god, a boy, Pan, the god, flies into your daughter's bedroom?
As mentioned earlier, folks, God himself used magic to create the world. He used magic to create the heavens. He used magic to create the universe. He used magic pretty much to create Adam. So this is so bizarre. You're trying to say magic is evil. Okay, I don't get it.
Sneaks out with your daughter and takes her to another world. Or Aladdin. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. I covered all that before. But the point is, that's what they're doing. All of it teaches sin. All of it teaches wickedness. All of it is telling a story. Right? It's no...
I just can't wrap my mind around this because, again, how is magic evil? You still didn't explain anything because, again, for one, miracles exist. Aren't miracles on themselves magical? And the answer is yes, of course. So, having God perform miracles, that's already magical right then and there when you think about it, but okay.
Darker than... This is not darker. It's just more blatant. They're clearly telling you the story now. They're clearly giving you the story now. They're not pulling any punches now. They think that they have programmed you and indoctrinated you enough, right? They think they've programmed you, indoctrinated you enough that you're not going to be fazed too much by this. So for shock value...
Again, using magic is in the Bible in a positive way because isn't praying magical? Isn't praying a magical thing? So, I mean, I already mentioned the miracle thing a moment ago, but I'm just saying that this is so confusing. What do you think? It's very, very confusing.
Throw it out there. But they've been telling you this story all along. They've been telling you this story for 40 years. Right? You don't understand. They have to teach you LGBTQ. It's part of their kingdom. You think Disney cannot do that? No. You don't understand. Disney has to teach you sexual perversion. It's part of the magic kingdom. I'm going to say it again in slow motion. Well, maybe not because that sounds weird. But I'll say it again. Disney has to teach you LGBTQ and sexual perversion because it's part of their kingdom. Do you understand that?
They have to. Just like I'm a child of the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm a child of God. And I have to teach you to walk in purity.
Why? Because it's part of God's kingdom. So I have to teach you to walk with God. I have to preach against fornication, against lasciviousness, against wickedness, against perversion. I have to teach you that because I'm part of God's holy kingdom. They're part of Satan's magical Antichrist kingdom.
So I'm teaching you of the kingdom of God, and they're teaching you the kingdom of their God. Well, who's that? Satan. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. Do you understand? They're only teaching you their doctrine, just like I teach you my doctrine. I teach you the... So why should you want any part with them? Why should you want any lot with them? Why should you want anything to do with them? Why? They're from different kingdoms. By the way, the number one sermon of all time.
By the way, folks, the site that he's on, that's where I found his video. Okay, just so anyone who's watching this video, that's where I found his stuff. Okay, well, at least some of his stuff anyway. Just so you know. So anyway, moving on from that, let's just continue. This is so boring.
On my sermon audio page, C.S. Lewis, The Golden Dawn, Crowley, and Rome. If you want to know about C.S. Lewis and the little Narnia devil, there you go. Back in 2013 or 14, I covered that. C.S. Lewis, the real witch of Narnia. C.S. Lewis, a lion in a witch's wardrobe. Now that, Carl, that, my friend, was a good title. A lion in a witch's wardrobe. Now that was the title, man. Huh? One of Carl's favorite titles right there. And the next one, C.S. Lewis, The Real Witch of Narnia. C.S. Lewis, The Golden Dawn, Crowley, and Rome. Ah, yes. You
have to be kidding me. Are you serious? Like the little box that he was in, it's only black. I mean, God, there's so much cringe. This tells me he doesn't know how to operate a computer at all. See that this little black box? Not just a black box. Are you aware of the mistake you did? This is funny. It's so hilarious. I mean, he's just rambling on and on about nothing still, but he's not even aware of what he's doing right here. It shows he's technological incompetent. He has no idea how to operate anything whatsoever. It's funny. It's really funny in an unintentional way, but of course, again, he's rambling about magic's evil, without actually providing any kind of sorts of, I guess, proof. So, what's so demonic? What is the demonic stuff, though? You still haven't given me any proof. What exactly is the demonic stuff? Seriously, where? And what's his name? I don't get this. That just seems weird. I mean, it's just him. It's just an important excuse to ramble about Disney for no reason, really. That's all he's doing, just complaining about Disney at the end of the day. That's just all he's doing, just whine and whine and whine. But okay.
Okay. So, Sorry that you can't see my ugly face. It won't hurt you very bad at all. I went blank because of the camera, but that's okay. We'll get it fixed. My chief technician, my wife, will come up and help me in a little while. All right, are you ready? We're going to keep going with this. According to Deadline, a Hollywood online news source, among other shenanigans, the comedy shows Laura, the mother, nude with no pixelation.
Wait, what? Who's remotely doing anything sexual exactly? You tell me that this is on Disney Plus? Because somebody somewhere mentioned something about a TV show having some suggestive nature with a female character in some show somewhere. Who's this female character anyway? Who are you talking about? This is so vague. This entire thing is incredibly vague. So I don't know who you're talking about exactly. I don't know what this has to do with anything. I don't know what's the connection exactly. You're just referring to some schmuck somewhere talking about something about Disney Plus, some show which I still don't know what the name of this show that you're referring to. That is doing something remotely suggestive in any kind of shape or form. So again, what exactly are you even talking about? I'm just so confused about this entire thing. Just okay. I mean, yes, I get that he's trying to shame women for wanting to look attractive, but even then, I still don't know what that has to do with anything. Really? Typical Christian for being really control freaks. How typical. And they're, I mean, I guess he heard this from somebody somewhere, and this is his evidence somehow. Okay, that just seems weird. It is so weird. This is okay. Whatever. Wait, what? Who's remotely doing anything sexual exactly? Again, who? Who exactly is doing this? What is this TV show? Who is this they? So he's claiming that this, whatever the show is doing that as proof that what he's saying is true. So you realize that the characters are just playing these rituals. It's not real life. It's just called it's this thing called acting. It's pretend. It's not real at all. You tell me that this is on Disney Plus? Because somebody somewhere mentioned something about a TV show having some suggestive nature with a female character in some show somewhere. Who's this female character anyway? Who are you talking about? This is so vague. This entire thing is incredibly vague. So I don't know who you're talking about exactly. I don't know what this has to do with anything. I don't know what's the connection exactly. You're just referring to some schmuck somewhere talking about something about Disney Plus, some show which I still don't know what the name of this show that you're referring to. Of course, like always, these Christians are trying to make guys live like, if you have sex, how dare you enjoy it? Sexy stuff bad, sexy stuff bad. That's what I'm hearing. Sexy bad, sexy bad, sexy bad, sexy bad, sexy bad, sexy bad, and sexy bad. That's what I'm hearing here. Okay, so someone who wants to, get excited, have some fun with their partner or partners if you're interested in that whole group thing. And so what? What's the problem exactly? I don't know. So what's the issue? I'm so confused as to what the problem is exactly. And again, what's the show? What is the show that's apparently on Disney Plus that's doing all this? Where? No, seriously, where? Seriously, where is it exactly? I don't get it. That's doing something remotely suggestive in any kind of shape or form. So again, what exactly are you even talking about? I'm just so confused about this entire thing. Just okay. I mean, yes, I get that he's trying to shame women for wanting to look attractive, but even then, I still don't know what that has to do with anything. Really? Typical Christian for being really control freaks. How typical. And they're, I mean, I guess he heard this from somebody somewhere, and this is his evidence somehow. Okay, that just seems weird. It is so weird. This is okay. Whatever.
She strips down in the first episode to perform a ritual.
Again, who who exactly is doing this? What is this TV show? Who is this they? So he's claiming that this, whatever the show is doing that as proof that what he's saying is true. So is this a joke? I feel like it's a joke, right? It just has to be a joke. He's again acting as if that fact that they are playing character, the actors, the actors, or whatever, they're playing characters. They are tending to be said character. He's acting as if that's his proof. The fact that they will play these characters, whatever characters that they are, is somehow in itself proof to his claim. That's so ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You realize that the characters are just playing these rituals. It's not real life. It's just called this thing called acting. It's pretend. It's not real at all.
While there are multiple instances of nudity throughout the series.
All right then, folks. I'm gonna split this again because there's quite a bit going on here. Because the original length of the video was quite long, of course. So that's kind of why. I mean, it's very long it is now, quite obviously. But I just want to chop into parts. That's a bit more digestible, I guess. Keep each part about what roughly 20 minutes ish, of course. And I just kind of feel like that's a bit more digestible than keeping it long on that. I guess. I mean, I guess it depends on who's willing to watch what. I guess. Anyway, that'll be it. So stay tuned for next time, I suppose. Whatever. This is so dumb.